were, which was Jenny on the block.
Yeah, welcome, Jenny.
You.
Jenny, what you got for us today?
So today I wanted to talk a little bit about gender roles.
Okay.
You guys are gender blended.
Yeah, we are, not you guys. We
Yes,
are.
yes. As
We.
I said, we are.
There
now.
you go. You said you
Blending.
guys are.
Don't be trying to separate yourself.
I ain't separating myself. I'm adding myself. I'm adding myself. So this is kind of like a little bit of a topic that comes up a lot, especially now because everyone's home. Everyone has this weird space of deciding like who gets to make the money and who gets to stay home, and then the old school gender roles have begun to switch. And to me, I think it just has to do with who can handle what, because you guys are a team and it should be a team effort, right? I don't think if you need to clean the dishes and I need to go, take care of the baby, that's fine. It doesn't matter who it is, as long as the work gets done.
Right.
And
Amen.
done. And I think that that's something that I've been seeing a lot more of a shift. And obviously there was a lot of people getting all weird about like men being mannies, the male nannies. But I think, listen, men can also be very kind and very nurturing. I think it's just a matter of, how you're raised. And the one thing on my Instagram, I think I went like about a month ago, I went on a rant for a second because I was like, I'm tired of hearing, people bash Spanish men. I don't think that's fair to do that.
Oh, como que nosotros somos una mierda.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, they weren't talking about you, focus.
No, I took that to heart.
So, yeah, I just don't think that's fair, and I don't think that is right. Because I think that it really just depends on your upbringing. And I think that when it comes to speaking about like gender, I think it's an equality thing. If you're not raised to know how to be nurturing, then how can you become nurturing? That doesn't make sense to me.
Yes, you can't
Right.
give what you don't have.
Then,
Yes. Speak on it, Jenny.
and then you out here expecting, and that's like the other thing I say, then you out here expecting people to be a certain way. You want your man to be a certain way, but if he wasn't taught that, then how can your man be that?
Right.
And then for the women, you expect you raising your son to be your husband. That's not your husband. That's your son, and you got to teach him to be a good man for whoever he wants to be with. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And so the gender roles, they a little tricky. They've been a little, frustrating. And then, trauma comes down with that, right? Because in the Latino household, men are told, man up, don't fucking cry. Like, why you crying? That's some stupid shit.
Mhm.
Like, get up. Stop
That's a
fucking.
weakness.
That's a weakness.
Yeah.
Tú eres un maricón. For real.
No.
But to me, that's not true. I think that's just showing expression. So the one thing I do talk a lot about in therapy or just with people is like, how do you express your love? Because how do you expect your partner to know if you don't know how to express your love? You can't expect your partner to know better than you. You know you better than they know you. So learn yourself first, then you can be loved the way you want to be loved.
Gotcha.
Yes.
That's right.
I mean, we out here speaking straight facts.
That's
Straight facts.
And so my thing is, I think when it comes to genders, I don't see gender. I see humans. I see humans who go through shit and they need healing of any sort of kind. So that's why for me as a person, I don't like to dictate what your healing path should look like. Whatever it's going to look like, you're going to grieve however long. Some people it takes a month, some people it takes a year, some people it takes 10 years. Let them deal with it however they want to deal with it, as long as they can overcome it. But it is about your mental health. It's about your mental health. It's about your communication style. It's about you also trusting. Because the thing is, just because people have done you wrong doesn't mean that you got to lose trust in people.
Facts.
You gotta
I
continue.
attest to that shit.
Yeah, you gotta continue to have faith because there's somebody that will got your back. And what did I tell you earlier today? When we were talking, I was like, "Yo, friends got your back." What you mean?
Yeah, you did. So Miss Jenny, because
Miss Jenny.
Now she's
Miss Jenny.
Now she's Miss
Jenny.
Now she's
That's your name on the show.
She's a professional.
Miss Jenny.
I'm sorry.
Miss Jenny.
Can we do a voting for her name to be Miss Jenny?
I
on the
vote
show?
Miss Jenny.
Miss Jenny.
Miss Jenny.
Kind
Kind of like it.
She gets it.
Kind of like it. I kind of like. No, but you came.
I
up-
can't wait to
you-
make that logo.
Miss Jenny.
You came up to me and you know we were talking and I expressed to you about everything that like whole transitional
COVID and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
and she goes, well, you look happier, right? That's what she said. And I was like, I am happier. I'm going through stuff or whatever. And then she just looks at me and she goes, I'm gonna pull out some cards today. And I was like, bring it.
So Jenny's about to do something on the show.
And I'm gonna pull a card for
She's
the
gonna
people
pull a
that-
card for everybody live on air.
What?
Yes.
Oh, sugar,
we
honey.
out here trying to.
Blue, your whole card already. We already know about your whole card.
No, I'm getting another one.
Who are you doing first? Who are you doing first?
You know what? Why don't we do you first?
Oh, let's
Hey,
With your
let's
big
do
mouth.
him first.
do it.
Mira cómo se puso el sinvergüenza de rojo. Mira.
Vamos, que de rojo ese.
All right. So
Dile la Santa Claus.
Do we do a
he's
drum roll
he's
here?
stressed,
I
though.
pull the card.
Yeah, you pull the card.
Do we have a new? Do we have a?
No,
do we
no.
have a new studio in our future?
Espérate. Take a deep breath. For real. Take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. And then now pull it.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey, yo.
Ooh.
So you want to see?
¿Qué es eso, Dios santo?
Power. Owning your power.
Oh.
All my power, baby. All my power. Blue, you're fired.
¿Y qué fue?
I'm supposed to own my
Pero
power.
déjame.
You're fired. Sal de aquí.
Pero, anda,
Sal de aquí.
diablo.
Salte. ¡Fuera!
I think he's on a power kick. He'll be alright.
No, pero después del show, después del
But
show,
you
después
know,
del show.
well, you know
después del
what?
show.
You know,
No, después del show.
oye, Blue.
Ya yo te pagué para este show, para después del otro show.
No, but
You're fired after the show.
yo, but Yuri, you know what power you lost earlier was the connection.
Yeah,
I
yo,
don't know,
we-
it wasn't.
yeah.
No, I didn't know it was it.
Damn.
And it was
All right, who's
Mr.
next?
Nueva York
Who's
plotting.
next?
You ready?
Yo me voy,
Alright,
yo me voy
take a
por un
deep
show
breath.
donde me respeten.
You got this.
You can't go to Nueva York. He's booked. He got
Y yo
somebody.
dije que yo voy para Nueva York.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
I think power came out again. It
We
seems like
a power team.
And
We
then
a power
mind you,
team.
Y'all saw me. I shuffled it, and she
And
ended
I
up
picked
she
all
picked
the
it out
way
again.
again.
So
We a power team.
Hey,
That's
hey,
why she's my
hey,
number two.
hey,
Critic,
hey.
hazme
Yo,
un favor y
if
a
she-
todo el mundo mirando este show, no vuelva a hacer esa vaina otra vez.
Yeah,
no lo
if she
vuelva a
puts
hacer,
out
por
power,
favor.
Then that's it, man. Play the lotto.
Oye,
On the radio.
Sí, es verdad.
nadie aquí hace cirugía para
But it's more
poder-
fun if we fire him on air.
Ande el diablo. van a
Tell me
seguir con esta
how.
vaina.
Yo, first of all, shout out to Mr. Nuevayol. He got us back on the air.
Okay, wait.
Mira el lambón de
Wait,
Nueva York.
wait.
Eso
Oye,
es
que no,
Ay,
I'm giving him the
ay,
real credit.
lambonazo de
Ay,
Nueva
ay,
York.
ay.
Porque Nueva York lo que hizo fue que le dio reset a esto, lambonazo.
Jerry.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Oye,
Jerry.
tú resuelves eso con Nueva York ahorita.
Páralo de la silla, que él se para por ti, ve. Páralo.
Ay.
Dios
Who's next?
mío.
Es que Nueva York es más grande.
Wait,
Tiene que
wait,
pararse
wait.
porque le tiene
All right,
que...
ready?
Guys,
Inez, ready?
hold on. Some,
All right. Bring it up.
Take a deep
algo
breath.
celestial va a
Take a
pasar
deep
ahora,
breath.
¿ok?
Ay, Dios mío.
Take a deep breath.
Take a deep breath.
Spin the chair.
Oh, Lord.
Support.
That's
Yeah!
Hey,
So that means everybody here's gonna cash at me.
¿Qué? No.
not a support
No,
us.
that's you support us.
Actually,
No, you cash app us.
Inés L. Cash
You're
up.
the-
Desde
you're-
support.
Jenny,
You're the
hold up.
support.
Bring it down. Bring it back.
Support.
Jenny.
You're the support.
Hold up. Jenny, what does it mean?
Miss Jenny is
Let
going
Jenny,
to explain.
let Miss Jenny explain what that is.
thank you. I think it means that she's gonna have all the support that she needs to
From
achieve
us.
all her desires.
Tú sabes que
I was really hoping she was gonna
corazón
support us.
partido ahora, so you
Ay.
no me pongo una ranchera. Don't do it.
¿A quién le toca? Splu. Splu, come get your card. And
Splu. I think the mic is off. No, it's
No
not.
rompa la
Splu.
cosa, por Dios.
oye, por favor, ya tenemos demasiado.
Por
aquí.
favor, Splu.
Splu, get your card. Get your card, because we got another.
In this lifetime.
Dáselo a ella. You don't know how to
Hey,
read that
you're not
shit.
the
He can't
reader.
read, right? He can't read.
Life.
More kids? I don't need more. I need more kids.
You have to make.
Put it back. Put that shit back.
No, it means you have to make better choices in your life.
Oh!
Jenny! 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 Jenny!
Everybody, I agree with myself.
Dolby, you want to try it?
You didn't even
Dolby! 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 We got DJ Dolby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Ay,
newest
ay.
addition to Gender Blender. Miren ese modelo ahí, señores. Ey, ese blanquito
card.
Dale,
brilla.
Dolby.
Get it,
Manny,
no,
stay
no.
right there.
Take a deep breath.
Tommy, stay right there.
Come in.
Observe.
Yo, he's been observing this
So,
shit show
I'm gonna-
today.
No, he's like, what the hell did I get myself into?
Let her explain. Yo.
Miss Jenny.
So I'm gonna keep it a buck. You need to be more mindful about who you friends with. Cause somebody watching you a little too closely.
But we're here now.
Hey, here we not friends, man.
We're gonna
family.
speed it up,
We
yo.
family right here,
Yo,
boy.
we're gonna speed it up because we're short on time. Let's do
Vamos.
Kathy. Kathy, go get your card. Kathy's gonna be up next. We'll talk about mental health in a second. Go ahead, Kathy. What you got?
There's an eye on
You
your
know
card.
you be seeing shit. And
Oh.
you be knowing shit. So stop playing yourself like you don't know who got your back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, pero Jenny
Ay,
está
Manny.
agresiva.
Manny. Manny. Rápido.
Knowledge is power.
That was for Manny. That was for Manny.
Tommy. Dale, Tommy.
Alright, are you ready?
You too.
As he walks up with his wine bottle.
You're stuck between two situations. I need
Ah.
Between Splu and his girlfriend.
Pero señores, respétenme.
But it's more about
Why?
it's more about conflict. Your conflict within yourself. So you gotta you gotta sit down. You gotta take some time to think about stuff.
Hey.
Ooh.
Nuevayol. 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 Let's see what you got. Nuevayol.
Un pájaro.
That don't look too good.
Actually, it is a really good card. It means
very
that
good
he's
card.
beginning to see the beauty and the fruits of all of his labor.
Facts.
Pero ve acá, but the hair is like the thing was matching the hair too. Like, and yeah, it was matching the hair too.
Anybody else want to do it before we go to the next segment? Dileni, come on, because we got to move it on to City Cat.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Tenemos 2 minutos. Vamos, señores. Dolby, comienza a ponerme algo ahí.
You got a lot you got to work on.
Mm.
But I just want to say, listen to yourself and listen to what works for you. Don't listen to anybody else, because at the end of the day, your life is your choice, no one else's.
Yo, we
Anybody
need a
else
live
want to go?
And with that,
You
I
want
love
to
it.
go?
Cameraman.
Anybody else? Anybody else?
Bondos, 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 bondos.
Shout out to Bundles, the manager for.
seems like
DJ
DJ
Dolby.
Dolby.
Beauty.
beauty. It's just you're going to see the fruits of your labor. You've been working really hard, and I know you're waiting for it.
I'll call you later, bundles. Call you later. Not that way. It's just business.
All right, my ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait a minute. We're gonna do one question. Somebody have one question for you?
Yes, go ahead.
Go for no. Do you had one, right?
Yeah, I have. Well. So here we go on the list of stuff that people have asked and sent to me. They were talking. Wait, we're talking about the one that you sent me in the chat.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I gotta go to the chat now.
Give it.
We go to
5
the
minutes.
million questions that y'all sent me, because y'all sent me a lot of questions and documents and shit. Hold on, and shit. Right up there. is
You found it? There
the
you-
22nd, right?
There you go. Yep.
Okay, great.
Listen to this, guys.
So it says, how do you stop bringing past failures into your new relationships?
That's a good question.
And so how do you heal from these past traumas so that when you get to know someone new and you don't bring that into your relationship? Well, first you got to heal yourself. That's the first thing. And when it comes to trauma, you have to identify what is your trigger and what is triggering you. And once you identify those triggers, you can begin to do the work. Obviously, if you're in a new relationship and you're bringing the past into the new one, you aren't ready to be in a relationship. So maybe you need to take some time, get to know yourself, get to heal yourself, take care of yourself, and love yourself so that when this new person comes, you can love them as much as you love you. That's it. And that's all.
That's what
all
we
she
got.
wrote.
So, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Jenny, Miss Jenny on the
Wait,
block.
wait. No, we gotta do Jenny.
Jenny. We're gonna bring it back with mental health awareness with City Cat, aka Kathy. DJ Dolby, take us out. We'll be right back in 1 minute. Gender blender, baby.
Put your cup down, hold on, drink freely, and holla at me if you need.
Let me tell you something real quick. Mental health right now is something that's so immaculate in our life that nobody thinks that it's so important. Nobody wants to acknowledge that children, men, women, mother, father, daughter, son are going through something right now. And we all have to acknowledge that in this system and this lifestyle that we're living, unfortunately, COVID and our POTUS is amazing. So you hear the sarcasm in that one, right? Yeah, it's sarcasm because I work for Child Protective Services on part-time, and then I work for, I work for independent child protective situation. So mental health is very important right now. Everybody's committing suicide. Nobody wants to own up to it. Nobody wants to know that it's okay to say that I need help. Sometimes it's okay that I want to be alone. And we need to know that there's certain points and moments in people's lives that they need to be nurtured and they need to not be nurtured. And we need to be loved at a moment in our lives, and we need to embrace that. So, the life that we're living right now, it's very difficult, but it's livable. It's livable. This little notion of life that they're saying that this is the new normal, the new lifestyle. No, I'm so sorry. The new normal is in our heads.
Okay.
Okay, is the lifestyle that we're living. Is if you have friends that check on you every day. Is if you have family members that love you and want to embrace who you are as a person. Hello, hi, how are you doing? How are you? Are you okay today? Do you wake up today? Every day is a new fucking day. Excuse my French.
Nah,
I
don't worry.
curse
There's no FCC
so
here.
every day is a fucking brand new day.
Amen.
And I want to live. And I have a 13-year-old. Let me let you know, okay? And she's.
Espérate. Let's talk about that.
Ah, okay,
How you
okay.
got a 13?
Well,
Okay.
I'm 33. Okay, let me tell you that.
Yeah, all right, we got the glitter.
33.
She's shining it. She's shining.
Pare, que se pare, que se pare.
She's shining.
Que una vuelta, una vuelta, una vuelta.
Go away.
Get it.
Pero no está aquí adentro.
That's his problem. That's his problem. Should have been checking it.
All right, back to your point. Back to your point.
Back to reality, though.
Right,
In
right.
reality, though.
Guys,
no,
please.
Back to reality, though. Let me tell you something. Not to be funny, but the realest thing that happened when mental health really started, it was 300,000 BC ago, which was in China. Not Trump related, assholes, but that's the truth. But when it really started getting like to our lifestyle and to organizations and everything was in Germany in 1938. I want everybody to be acknowledgeable that this thing has been going on before Christ, okay? This has nothing to do with Christianity, humanity. It's something that is generic. It's something that happens within your job. It's something that happens when you're friends. It's something that happens with your life. Every action has a reaction. So
Right.
if you do not understand that, then you're not going to understand somebody that's going through mental health issues. And that's unfair. Okay? Because everybody wants to throw out if it was me or it was in my family, that I will understand it. Well, if it was 911 and it was my dad that died, then you would understand it, would you? Not to be an asshole right now, but that's realistic. It's real life.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to understand, like, life is health and health is life and mental health is everything right now.
Amen.
And everybody doesn't want to understand that. I have a 7-year-old that I'm dealing with right now that told my daughter that's 13 that she's ready to give up. Why? Because she's being bullied in school. It's sad.
She getting bullied on Zoom?
Everything. Zoom, Snap, Instagram, just because the way she looks. It's not funny. It's not fair. No. It's just him. He's funny. He's funny.
He
It's
funny
the way
looking.
He
Kids
picked
are
the.
going to school in Zoom right now, so I can't.
No, it's just. But even in that,
That's
but even in that, you could.
How can you bully somebody? Yo, your internet is mad slow, son.
Shut your ass up.
You got it like 30 minutes later, but that's still 30 minutes hurt. And then it will be projected
Yeah,
in my
absolutely.
head, and then I'm going to be upset, and then I'm not going to project that to my parents, and then I'm going to commit suicide. So it's
Yeah.
not funny.
No. Funny is not. I just want it. You know what? Let me just. You know what?
Yeah, but this is life.
No micrófono mío.
But this is life, though. So I want everybody to understand that it's funny to be ha-ha, but it's not funny when things happen to you and your family. So don't take that shit as a joke. It's funny on the outside, but it's never funny on the inside. And I've lost a lot of people. And me, myself, I've been a suicidal person. I've been suicidal 7 times, okay? And I still been back. But I've been there. I've been there.
Amen to
That
you.
happened. Because my daughter brought me back. I'm blessed. But not everybody has a parent, a friend, a constant, anything. A conversation. Somebody sometimes needs a friend. You don't even have to say, okay, how you doing? It's hi. Hey, you're alive? Oh my God, you're pissing me off. Are you drunk? Maybe that's how they are. Did you smoke too much? Oh my God. It's not going to make them feel uncomfortable. It's going to make them feel appreciated. Every moment counts in life. Embrace it. And I'm going to...
Amen.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
For a person, how do you identify a person that's on the verge of suicide?
All right.
What are the signs?
Very much so. Signs are they're very much deep into darkness.
Okay.
Not, and I'm not saying voodoo, They don't want to speak. They start not talking to their parents. Something that they, a sister, somebody that they're comfortable with, and they always has a conversation with. It starts diminishing little by little, little by little. Why? Because they don't want to be embraced anymore. They don't think they're important. That's when somebody needs to attack.
Now, how do you, right, following Manny's
Go ahead.
question, right?
Yes.
How do you actually open that door up for your kid to actually tener esa confianza to tell you, like, Daddy,
It's something that you have to start from young. Believe it or not. I started my daughter when she was 3 years old. Why? Because I knew that was hereditary. Sometimes you have to look into your lineage to know that it's not just you, it's somebody that is between your family that is coming along. So you have to look into that as well. It's not just you. It's not the life that they brought up. Some people have a great lifestyle. They brought up themselves in a good lifestyle. They're good. And like we could say white privilege in a fucked up situation, but that's what it is. White privilege, you know. That lifestyle is normal. But in our lifestyle, if you don't embrace what you're living, then who's gonna know what? If you don't tell me what I'm supposed to know, then what am I gonna do?
Right.
It's something that's normal in this life, and it's not okay. And that's where my organization comes in.
And what's your organization like?
you got to
What-
speak on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
speak
Yes,
on that.
please. It's called It's Okay Foundation.
It's okay.
It's Okay _ Foundation on Instagram.
Okay.
Everybody go look it up. I'm talking about mental health. I'm talking about panic attacks. I'm talking about anxiety. I'm talking about not being loved. I'm talking about not being embraced as a young person and not understand your parents' upbringing, because understand that your parents don't know how to love, so they don't know how to teach you how to love. Period.
That's true.
Manny has a question for you.
Yes, Manny. I'm ready. Please.
Okay. As a young person,
Yes.
were you ever in a situation where you had the opportunity to basically take your life, and how did you stop yourself from doing that?
Ooh, that's great. And I'm excited that you asked me that. Now that I'm 33 years old, I can actually speak on it so much more lovely, as you could say. Yeah, I've tried to take my life about 10 times.
Wow.
I
What?
I succeeded like 6.
Excuse
Wait,
me.
wait, wait, wait,
Does
wait,
that
wait.
mean you died 6 times?
yes.
Fucking
I just
screw.
wanted to be
Yes,
clear.
can't
yes,
stand
that's what that means. Unfortunately, my brother and my mother
Wow.
and my daughter and my boyfriend and my friend had to see all these situations happen. But that's because I didn't embrace what was happening to me, and I didn't speak about my mental health situation, and I didn't want to get it known.
Why?
this
For
is-
what reason?
Why? Because everybody shames you.
Of course they, yes.
Because they don't understand.
You're not developed. You're not enough. You're not doing what you have to do. Guess what? Listen to me right now. I'm a woman that's 33 years old. I have a 13-year-old. I have 3 businesses. I work 2 jobs.
Get 'em.
And I'm still here.
Get him. There you go.
Hey.
That's a survivor right there. That's a survivor.
Hello.
You
I'm
should
not
die
a
for
victim. I'm a survivor.
There you
Yes.
go.
Everybody
There
can
you
be
go.
that too.
That's
if
right,
you
baby
talk
girl.
and you have good friends around you, this is not something that you could do alone. This is a tribe. Just like when you have a kid, it's a tribe organization. People have to love you, and you have to feel loved and appreciated. If not, then you're gonna give up, and that's what happens to 99% of 29% right now of our youth are committing suicide. This is fucking serious. And I'm talking about starting from 9 to 21. Let's not talk about 21 to 64. These are people that are veterans. These are people that don't want to live anymore. Hello. I'm tired of seeing this shit.
Wow.
I'm tired of not getting acknowledged. It's enough. Enough is enough. You know, I'm tired. And that's me. I'm Kat.
And where can they, Kat, once again, where can they follow you on Instagram?
Endless Beauty 0809, please. That's my handle. And it's okay _foundation. That's for the foundation. And we're about to start some good things. We're going to work together. Gender Blender, I know we're about to start
Yeah,
something.
definitely.
Especially 2021.
We're definitely going to have you back.
We're about to do what we have to do, because this is something that's real life. And it's happening right now under everybody's
0809.
It's happening under all of our eyes. Thank you guys for
Once
having
again,
me.
round of applause.
Yes.
We're going to be right back with Delaney. And after Delaney, we got Mr. Nuevayol in the building. And we'll take it from there. DJ Dolby, take us out.
Hey guys, is everybody ready to order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Order whatever you want. Harlem Wine Room got the best food in
I can get
Hamilton
whatever I want
Heights.
to.
You can give us on the menu.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
So I want the Harlem skirt steak.
Okay, good
And
choice.
for appetizers, the artisanal cheese board.
That sounds good.
Oh my God, that steak sounds so good.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have the Harlem skirt
No,
steak.
she's gonna have some french fries.
But I want steak.
No, mami, listen. Oye, unas alturas de papa, eso cae bacano. Unas alturas de papa con un vasito de agua.
No.
Oye,
I want steak.
Mami, mira. En debe de comer eso, porque tú no comemos una ensaladita. Mira esa ensalada que
I'm
buena
sorry.
se ve.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You gonna call me
Es lo
fat?
que estoy diciendo. Que
No,
tú
I don't want a salad. I want steak.
The one that I want to drink is Moscato.
Moscato? You want some Moscato?
Wow, yo no quiero mosquito ninguno de mis tragos, por favor.
Why would we come
Lo
to
que
the
yo te
wine
estoy
room and
diciendo
get
que uno
water?
puede dar unas alturas de papa
This
con
is
agua.
exactly why I don't go nowhere with you. I'm done. I'm so
Yeah, no, this is nice. Like a cigar museum. Yeah,
And they come in like all the time.
Ay, Dios mío. Entonces ya yo he gastado 2 cheques en esta mujer. Ahora ella quiere fumar cigarro fino y de buena calidad. ¡Qué bien! Ese que te gusta. Tú no querías mujeres finas. Coge mujeres finas ahí. ¿Y no te gusta este? ¡Wow! Mira, $13.99. ¡Wow! Mira, con letra china. Muchacha.
I'm gonna have the best cigar in the house.
Yes.
A house one.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
Welcome back.
Oye, nosotros tenemos un maldito desorden aquí, señor.
Pero un desorden bueno, pero de lo
Este
bueno.
show es como de 4 horas. Tiene un contenido de nada más de 1 hora y media.
Pero ha durado
Dios
4.
mío, nosotros hemos hablado mierda y se nos ha olvidado que la cámara está prendida, que ni cuánta vaina. But ladies and gentlemen, right now, hey. Ladies and gentlemen, right now, we're going to introduce Delaney Guzmán. Al show. Señores, denle un aplauso porque ella-
Wait. My best friend, Delaney Guzmán.
Tú estás vestido de lambón, oye.
Tú sabes.
Ay.
Yo vine con extra lambonation.
That's his fancy outfit.
That is my best friend, though.
No, I can tell. We
You
get
can
it. We get it.
We are
Entonces
best
Nueva York,
friends.
¿qué es Nueva
though.
York? Aquí está Nueva York con el corazón herido.
She's my bestie.
Oh, that's my brother.
Oh,
That's
Oh,
my
mira
O
lo,
sea que you're not his sister, you just a
lo
best friend.
rápido que
I'm
arregló
just
eso.
saying.
¿Viste?
You're not
He's
good
mala,
enough
eh.
to be his sister. You just good
My
enough to be a
bestie.
best friend.
Bestie.
BFF.
Wow.
Wow. Well, Delaney, welcome back to the show. I say welcome back because she's never been on the show, but she's been behind the scenes on the show. So get closer to the microphone. So, ya tú, no te dé miedo. You had a little Henny in the system, so you're good. So anyway, welcome the CEO of CEO, which is Career Empowerment Odyssey.
Wow.
Yes, that
Sounds like a strong company.
the CEO of CEO.
What does that make you think?
It feels like tu roba cuarto.
Why you making,
Oye, el otro.
why you making him think?
Legal.
Why?
Don't make him
Why?
think, Splu.
Va y se le
Tú no viste que Mr. Nuevayol had to bring the show back on
le
live.
salen los fusibles y le salen un poco los oídos.
Diablo, pero es verdad.
Anyway, tell us a little bit about your company,
Tú
what
no
it is
hueles los
that...
pantaloncillos,
Cállate,
Nueva
Splu,
York,
se te acabó tu tiempo.
Dios
So,
mío. Yo me voy de aquí,
It's
mira,
a
pero
really
es para África que
aggressive
me voy.
evening.
Tú dijiste que no tenía pan de coger, así que cállate.
cállate, usted está toqueado aquí.
I got your backs, Blue.
No, you don't.
back.
Listen, you,
Yeah,
oye,
that's
oye,
me.
tú yo, no te
She
lleves
don't know better.
no te lleves de mal ejemplo.
She don't know no better. It's alright, we're
Anyway,
gonna forgive her.
Delaney, now it's your time. Tell us about CEO, Career Empowerment Odyssey, and what's the goal and what do you plan to achieve with the company?
Great question.
Ah, we can hear you. No le esté cambiando el micrófono, que eso no muerde. Pégate más, just believe it's your boyfriend on Valentine's and, you know.
So the purpose of Career Empowerment Odyssey is to teach students of life,
Okay.
for lack of a better word.
Now, what do you mean students of life? I'm going to cut you off
Well,
right there because
Okay, I'm glad you
I'm
asked.
just spitfire.
Because when I started with the idea of CEO, my intention was to cater to students, but we are in a situation where it's very difficult to actually reach out to them.
Right.
And so I want to expand my offering to more than just students, actually people who, want to learn about life, how to live life. And CEO is all about empowerment
Okay.
and holistic education.
Holistic,
That's a
Splu, you hear
topic.
that word, holistic? Okay, come back.
Holistic. We said it again. Said it again.
¿Qué te va?
Se le están quemando los fusibles.
So the purpose behind Career Empowerment Odyssey is pretty much to teach these students of life how to gain the clarity and sense of direction that they need to create purposeful careers for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Now, purposeful careers, do you just mean basic firefighter, doctor, or,
No. So the way I break down, it's all related to schooling, right? How we're taught in school. In school, we're taught to just go find a job and all. And when you think about the way that they teach us, it's very self-centered, when career actually is how we serve others in society.
Right.
So why are we not being taught how to think about our careers? How do we want to make an impact? How do we want to be rewarded for that? And so I forgot where I was going.
Well, the
Well.
lady might have had a little too much.
So my question to you is, we know, one thing, again, me and Delaney spoke off air, and you are actually going to the Dominican Republic to further, grow this business. So tell us, what's the purpose of you going to DR for a very long time? By the way, she's going for 6 months. I know this because she's my best friend.
6 months.
You said
It's
that
your
already.
bestie?
That's my
Your
bestie.
bestie?
You said that.
So tell us, what do you plan to accomplish, and why do you feel like you need to get away?
She's gonna have a massive time.
Well, before I actually get into that question, can I tell you what CEO actually is?
Absolutely.
CEO is actually a 3-step framework that I developed. The acronym CEO is the name of the company, and then it's also the actual framework, which is the first thing. It's having a successful career is very common sense, but it's just very hard to achieve, right? The first thing you need to do is channel your destination, right? Know what you want and why you want it. More importantly, why you want things, right? Because that is actually the biggest source of our motivation. And then the second step is empower your mind.
So besides knowing what it is that you want, you need to believe that you can actually get it. A lot of times we are like, oh, I want this, I'm gonna do that, but we don't get to it. And the reason why we don't get to it is because we actually are standing in our own way and not believing that we can actually achieve it, which is what stops us from actually going for what it is that we want. And the last step is own your destiny. Action creates our own reality, right? Every action we have taken up to this very moment has brought us to this very time that we're experiencing right now, right?
Yes.
And so it's a 3-step process, and actually you cannot be successful in anything in life, not in your career, not in any area of your life, unless you are clear of what you want, why you want it, you think that you can actually get it, and you actually bust your behind to go for it.
So so your program develops these in between skills for these.
Right. Yeah. So what I do is actually I take the learner through the process of how to achieve these things.
Okay.
How to actually become clear on what it is that they want, and just the mind hacks around mindset development and empowerment, and then just how to develop an action plan to pursue what it is that they want.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going
trip to DR.
I'm going to Dominican Republic because I decided that I'm just gonna be a full-time entrepreneur, and I am not trying to be an employee anymore. And New York has been. I lived abroad for 4 years, and I just came back a year ago, and it has been very extremely difficult to readapt to the lifestyle of New York. And so I was looking for a place. I was like, I'm gonna get an apartment, I'm gonna get a car. And I was like, you know what, that's not gonna make me happy. That's not what happiness is to me. And I just decided that for a fraction of what I would pay here for that, I could just live by the beach for 6 months.
Nice.
And I'm going for Operation Inside Out, which means that I am going over there to work on becoming the person that I feel that I am and that I want to be.
Amen.
Including a full-time business owner that's making my money through the way I want to make it.
So Brugal and Mangu and all that too?
Yeah, y un pecadito. By the beach, she's living by the beach.
By the beach.
Now, I got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you with your business, right?
Yes.
Planning to go to Dominican Republic, are you going to be able to help women? Are you planning to just focus in the Dominican Republic, or are you going to work remotely?
Actually, the way I'm creating my business is like not focused to the place, it's focused on how I have because I guess I've been abroad, I have like a very worldly mentality, and I don't think like just in one place. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna create something where I can put out there to the world. But Dominican Republic is awesome because I'm Dominican and I'm American, so I can just walk into a school.
You Dominican?
Yeah, I am. De Macorís, como el
Macorizana como yo.
Ah, pues tú eres pelotera.
Ay, tú ves lo que pasa.
But yeah, actually, it's funny because I have a college friend over there that his family owns a foundation for basketball players. And he's in Puerto Plata, which is where I'm staying. And he was like, yo, come over here and like do your program. I want you in my foundation. And this was even before I even went to thinking about it. So it's pretty cool that I already have opportunities over there to expand.
So when do you leave to go on this spiritual and entrepreneurial journey?
I love that because I call it a self-imposed retreat. October 5th.
October 5th, okay.
Yeah.
So
and guess what? She comes back in March, and she's actually going to come here once a month.
If I come back.
If she comes back. If she decides to come back, she is going to be part of the show, and she's going to give career advice on this show. So that's something that you guys should take advantage of. So we're gonna develop that.
So you're saying that we're kind of like losers and we just need career
Yeah,
advice?
we need career advice.
All right. That's
We need to know how to not have technical difficulties on a podcast.
right.
Did you teach that course?
Or we can just
get jeopardized.
Or we can just hire Nuevayol to be here.
Absolutely.
Right? And he just
absolutely.
When I grow up, I want to be like Mr. Nuevayol.
You know what? I was thinking about that. I think I want that myself.
But you already growed up, so no.
No.
Is you sure he grew up?
You missed the bus.
A mí me faltan un par de pulgadas de crecer.
Nah, that ain't gonna
Anyway,
yo crecí abajo, yo no crecí arriba todavía.
Splu, apágate el micrófono. So where can they find you on Instagram, Delaney?
So my Instagram handle is Delaney, DILENNY_Guzman_.
Coño.
And
¿Cuántos underscores son?
ay, que imagínate.
You let me know later, Yuris.
We'll count them later.
Or you can go to my website, which is CE Odyssey, CEODYSSEY.org. And I am actually doing a coaching program if anyone is interested in doing a consultation to be part of this coaching beta program that I'm doing. You're welcome to hit me up.
Shoot her a DM.
Either at, you can DM me, you can go on my website, shoot me an email, hello@ceodyssey.org, and we'll chat from there to see if we're a good match, and then we can go from there.
And before we let you go, we do have a testimony for somebody who has actually dealt with you. His name is Michael. He says, shout out to Dee. She recently helped me, and my thoughts on resilience, and my mantra as courtesy of Dee is how the harder they fall, the bigger the blessing. Find the lesson in it. Thank you, Dee.
Wow,
So
that's
shout
awesome.
out to that.
That's really awesome.
Permiso, alguien ayúdame, because I just felt like I don't know English right now.
Okay,
what,
we knew
what
that.
did he say?
Oh my God.
What does mantra
The
mean?
harder the fall, the bigger
A mantra is
the blessing.
like something you live by.
I had a conversation with this person. We were talking about resilience and how people cope with challenges. And I told them the harder the fall, the bigger the blessing.
Yeah.
Like, lo más que tú sufres por una, like,
wow.
whatever.
That goes for people right now.
That goes for this podcast. We really blessed. We really blessed because we.
Like
we gotta say, I'm sorry. I'm saying that shit out. That's the.
We have two options in life. We can either fall victim of whatever the situation is, or we can actually learn from it and find a blessing. And there is always a blessing. Always, no exceptions. So, con esa me voy.
Yeah!
Ladies and gentlemen, Delaney Guzman en la casa.
And guess what? When we come back, you hear it already. I no sé inglés. Son unos chimere. I worked on that track. Coño.
Yo le hice los bailes ese track.
Ladies and gentlemen, when we come back, we got Mr. Nuevayol in the building. DJ Dolby, take us out.
Mine personal, I love you, Splu. I miss you, bro.
Hey,
Fuck you been,
maldito
bro?
mazo que tú traes
yo he
para
estado
acá?
tranquilo,
So clearly,
papi.
breathing is not an option.
Nah,
Yeah,
fuck
aquí no
that.
estamos...
Got it.
Before we start, yo tengo que decir una vaina.
Dilo.
Aquí sí hablan mierda.
Y no lo mucho, lo seguido.
Jesus Christ.
Y la gente le gusta, loco.
Y'all talk shit.
A lot of it.
And people keep volunteering for
Este
that
hombre
shit.
dijo, está aquí a las 9 que va tu cemento. Yo, it's 11 o'clock.
Not
Loco,
yet.
pero tú sabes
I
lo que
just checked
pasó.
the clock. It's only 10:47.
No, tú sabes lo que pasó. Tú estabas aquí. Lo que pasa es que...
Coño.
Mira, we changed the day from Tuesday to Thursday porque parece que los Tuesdays estaban salados.
Ahí va el hambre.
No, no. No es verdad,
Ay,
oye.
ay.
¿Cuántos programas no teníamos los jueves?
No, yo soy
stop
turista hoy.
hating.
Yo soy
Oye.
turista hoy.
Oye. No, pero lo importante es que estamos aquí. We got
Sí,
Mr.
sí,
Nueva York.
Estamos aquí.
We got Mr. Nueva York. So, Mr. Nueva York.
Gracias por la invitación, mi hermano.
For sure. Well, no, welcome back to the show. Last time we had you on, you were here with Black Rose. Shout out to I Am Black Rose. And that particular show, we were talking about the difference between a male and a female influencer. So
Right.
thank you for doing that. But I definitely wanted to have a standalone interview with you.
Yes, sir.
So my first question I'm going to ask.
Is it okay if I speak English or Spanish?
Spanish, yeah,
or
whatever you
want.
want.
Me to talk de
You know,
pequeño
speaking
English
English,
every day,
but you
problem?
can speak English today.
Nah, today I'm gonna give you the real me. You know,
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
No,
give
for sure. But he's going to
We gotta
speak
do
real
it.
English.
The
real you.
We gotta give you.
So this is I might have to ask questions that a whole bunch of Instagram people want to know.
Mira quién está lambiendo ahora.
Go ahead.
No.
By now I've answered them, but you.
He doesn't even have Instagram, and he got
By the way.
Instagram.
Oh,
posts.
that's
the way.
Flo.
So
Flo, they got-
everybody, for example, right? I
Right.
bet you a whole bunch of people don't know this, right?
Uh-huh.
What's your real name?
Nah, it's John.
You see, you know how many people right now are like, what the fuck? He's a John?
John. I'm a John.
I could have sworn he's a fucking Michelangelo. What the fuck am I thinking? He's a John?
Yo, he drinks with his pinky up. too. You see that shit?
Rigoberto,
Tú ves que-
Rigoberto.
tú ves que
The pinky
figura.
is up.
Tú ves
The
que
pinky
figura.
is up.
It's John.
Rigoberto. No, tú sabes que el progreso. You surround yourself around
Ay,
new-
Jesús.
like a new different type of people, you know, that show you different like modales y vaina. So, you know, you gotta learn how to carry yourself now and shit.
I really
so.
thought your name was gonna be Jonas Kerikivi or something like that.
Sí, sí, sí.
Usnavi.
Sí, Huáscar, Osvaldo.
Well, Mr. Nueva York, John. I'll call you Nueva York.
You can call me John, it's fine.
No, we'll call you Mr. Nueva York.
What does
So
your mom call you?
before we had you on the show before this whole COVID hit, before quarantine
Yeah.
hit. We know you're a big social media influencer, stand-up
big.
comedy, this and that has to do with socializing with people. How did COVID-19 affect you as an entertainer?
As an entertainer, it served me very well, and not in the progressive way.
Right.
But I think this served as a reset for a lot of people. Because before quarantine, I was all over the place. You know,
Okay.
I was running at 1,000. I didn't know myself anymore. Like I was just too.
What do you
in
mean you
life.
didn't know yourself?
I was too in the life. I lost myself. I was too much in the industry.
Okay,
You know?
right.
So I was always like doing events. I was always doing shows. I was always doing promote. I was always doing like appearances. So I was doing a lot. So I couldn't catch up on myself, like John. You know, I couldn't spend time with my family. So this served as a reset, like to push back, look at myself, kind of just look at everything from a bird's eye view and slow down and move pieces around and strategize for what's to come.
Right. So, pero mira, eso fue una respuesta fina.
Wow.
Mira,
I felt it.
He got all kinds of
John,
words.
John, I believe in you, John.
He says
Now,
strategize.
being that
John.
You did slow down. What areas did you yourself see? Like, okay, being that you slowed down, you saw. I'm pretty sure you got to see what areas you can probably put more work into, because you're a busy guy, bro. You
Yes,
got your hands in a
yeah.
lot of cookie jars. So slowing down, which areas did you decide? Like, okay, this is one I'm gonna put my attention to.
Yeah.
Which ones did you choose?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So-
we've gradually seen less
Cookies.
skits on
Right.
Instagram.
You haven't seen any skits.
I haven't
unless
seen.
they're-
Yeah, I haven't seen any
You
skits.
haven't seen any real
What's the
skits.
reason behind that?
So before quarantine, I was on Instagram 24/7. Like
Right.
I was putting up videos daily almost.
Yeah.
So after quarantine, I'm like I said, I stepped back from that to focus on other projects, on bigger projects, on stuff that. So I have a lot of eyes on me, right? Like in the industry, in the entertainment industry, not
Right.
just social media. So I decided not to do. Or step back, because I have posted a few skits during quarantine. I decided to step back and see what else the entertainment business has to offer. Where else, what other areas I can focus my attention to that maybe in the long run, in the short run, it'll offer me a bigger return in the industry. If that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta pick and choose.
So before quarantine and before I put a pause on social media, like on uploading skits, I had a lot of like requests and solicitations of people. Yo, I want you in this project. Yo, why don't you try that? Yo, can you partner up with this company? Can you do this? Can you do? So I couldn't pay attention to them because I was focused on promoting. I was focused on doing stand-up shows. I was focused on uploading videos every day. I was,
Right.
So after during quarantine, I cemented those relationships with those people, with producers, with movie producers, with business owners, with people that can probably take my career to the next level.
Right.
Nice. Wait, can I ask a question real quick?
Claro,
I don't
mi
know
amor.
if this is
Pide
true or
por
not,
tu
but
boca, pide.
bueno, I don't know. I just heard because I was like, yo, man, I wish, I'm just a little old musician. And I wanted to do a skit with Mr. Nuevayol, but they was like, no, está cobrando $500 por 20 segundos. So I was like, pero ve acá.
Oye, y eso es verdad, Nuevayol.
Y eso es cierto.
Esa es otra cosa. Yo no cobro para colaborar. Like to do videos. I'm probably the only social media person with a following that doesn't charge to do skits with other people.
No, he's just
And that's where your humility comes in, and I'll talk about that.
And here's my psychology behind it.
Yeah.
Si yo estoy haciendo un video contigo and I upload on my page, I'm getting views too. That's content going on my page too. So why would I charge you si yo me voy a beneficiar?
So entonces el chisme es mentira.
Mentira. So
Falso.
whoever that was probably 8 bundles that you.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to charge you.
When we were out there, that's what he said.
He was like, you gotta give it to me.
So shout out to 8 Bundles. 8 Bundles, we have actually worked in the past. He's a promoter in New York.
Yeah.
And he has actually booked me for a few hostings. So
Dope.
Before quarantine.
It's a small world. Because Bundles got us DJ Dolby here too. So it's full circle. Full circle.
Okay, Splu, we got you.
And who blessed it? Bundles. Porque si no es por Bundles, Dolby no está aquí. Dame tanto crédito. No, es que tú te quieres dar crédito donde no hay.
Señores.
Hablen.
Vamos a dar las gracias de que Splu se dio cuenta de que nadie lo respeta.
Anda el diablo.
Es que eso no es nada nuevo.
Yeah. No, at the end of the day, business is business. Like, don't get me wrong, I do charge for my services. But when it comes to creating content, I've been in the shoe where I was up and coming too. And I needed a break. And I needed to work with people to kind of get out there. So charging somebody to do video with me, it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
So,
would you charge the blender?
¿Qué mierda lo que tú estás hablando? We did a whole video.
No, he's here for free.
Nah, we did a whole video.
He is here.
We did a whole video.
I was in it. We did the whole.
Yeah, the whole
Scooby-Doo Papá video.
Yeah, we did a skit.
Pero es que yo no estoy. ¿Por qué
ginkgo
tiene que
biloba,
hablar
she
tan
forgot.
agresivo usted? Yo simplemente le
Yo
hice
me estoy
una pregunta.
Yo me estoy defendiendo, Catracha, porque yo no.
Oye, Catracha.
Yo no acepto esas calumnias, esas falacias sobre mi nombre.
Fue una pregunta que porque alguien me lo dijo, no
Pero
sé si
¿quién
fue.
te lo dijo? Da nombre, ¿a que no da nombre?
No puedo dar nombre
Da
porque yo no
nombre.
soy de chisme, yo no soy de chisme.
Pero ¿cómo que no es de chisme? Entonces, ¿para qué está aquí?
No, fue
Ella del
por
chisme, pero no
preguntar.
el chismoso.
Fue por preguntar.
I got a question for you.
Again.
I'm pretty sure last time you was in the show, I think we asked you this question.
Espérate, que me voy a jugar con hielo.
I can see. Somebody pat this man on the back.
I got this.
Yeah.
Cryptic, do we have insurance?
Dale.
Not that kind.
So, last time you was on the show, pretty sure we asked you this question: where you see yourself 5 or 10 years from now? But you weren't on the endeavors that you are doing now.
Yeah.
So now with the projects that you're on now and the things you're going now, where do you see Nuevayol, the brand, in 5 years?
So the brand, I see it being more of an agency.
Okay.
Personally, I'm actually involved in it right now. I see myself moving to the big screen, like movies and shit.
Yes.
Which is in the works now.
That, yeah.
So the agents, the brand is gonna be, I'm looking to sign new talent, basically. Like I want to build an umbrella.
Okay.
Because in the past I've tried to do it, like de la buena voluntad, like not charging percentages, but now I gotta build a business around it.
For free.
And I'm looking to move into that category where I have a platform now, just reached the 1 million.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just reaching the-
Yo, listen, if you're looking for talent, we work for bad Wi-Fi connection and all that shit.
No, we work for wine.
We work for wine. So
I wanna offer a platform where new creators or existing creators can come and I'll give them all the equipment they need. I'll give them the platform. I'll give them the connections. That's the Nuevayol brand.
So you don't know. So you say you don't want to be only in the front of the camera. You
want to be behind.
You like to do the logistics of behind. You like
Business wise, I will be more behind the scenes, like helping people grow. But I started in front of the camera, and people enjoy seeing me in front of the camera. So I don't see myself like removing myself completely. But yeah, like I'll put my hands in both sides of the business. Yeah.
So recently, a lot of old videos have been popping up of you in Caso Cerrado on the rerun.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about.
Those are real cases.
Those are real cases, right? Are those real cases, and they hire actors to reenact the case?
I don't want to get sued by la doctora Polo.
Yeah, you might.
All right, you don't want to get so. How was your experience?
But they reached out to me and they wanted me to reenact a case.
Right.
And sometimes like
they say it on their disclaimer.
Yeah, they're real cases, right? Like let's say you reach out to them and you want them to help you, but you don't want to be in front of the camera. They'll hire actors to go and reenact the case. Some cases are fake. Some cases are just entertainment.
Because they ran out of shit. They ran out of people.
Yeah, some cases are just pure entertainment where they just build some stupid
shit
to get views and ratings. But most of the cases are real cases and they just get reenacted.
Right, nice. So you don't know which is which is good.
I don't know which is which.
Good. All right. So now that Blue mentioned, you've been doing a lot of endeavors. You've done music. So tell us about. Again, we spoke about this, but how did the No Speaky English merengue come about?
Pero mi hermano preguntando algo que él sabe, oye.
No, porque es nada más interview.
Él quiere que tú digas que
no, it's not my interview. No, don't even. No. Just tell her how the idea came out, not how the production. No, I don't want my credit.
I got you.
No, it's not even about that. It ain't about.
Yo te voy a dar tu payolita.
Tampoco así.
Who played congas on that track?
Eso viene.
Mr. Nuevayol was here and he said Judy's was awesome.
Shout out to Nuevayol came to the show and gave me a shout out.
No. Just tell us the original idea.
Yeah. So about 5 years ago, I was in my car, right? And then I was on YouTube listening to music on YouTube. And then the next track that played was this beat. Like it was this merengue beat.
Okay.
And then I left it because it was dope. So then I'm driving and in my head I start putting words together to this song. Like I started putting words together. And then I pulled over and I started writing on my notes. I started writing, I know picky English.
Safe driver over here.
English.
That's right, he pulled over.
So
that's pull over before you text.
So that's where the idea came up, right? I just had it on my notes and I screenshotted the YouTube beat.
Okay.
And I left it on my phone. So then a few months later, I met a producer named by Danny Gringo.
Yes, shout out to Danny Gringo.
Yeah, he has a studio in his house. So I was just chilling there, and then he's like, yo, I have this idea. Do you mind if we work on it? So he threw me in the booth with the beat from YouTube. And I recorded over it. And I didn't like the tempo. It wasn't fast. So I just left it there. A year passed by, and I have the song on my phone, the original, the draft. And Yuri, I forget where the conversation came up where I have this song and I wanted it to release it. I wanted to make a quality song to release. So I'm like, yo, Yuri, I have this song here, but every good merengue and every good mambo is live instruments. And then he's like, yo, say less. Within 5 minutes, Yuri pulled out his phone. He got a band together of musicians, and I had a connection already with a studio where they go, like Omega goes there and record, Sujeto, Alhassa, they go to that studio, and I had the connection with the owner, so I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I need your studio because I have a band and I'm gonna record a song. So Yuri did all the behind the scenes. He did the notes, like so the musicians could read off of it and play the instruments. Like he translated the beat into actual playable. El arreglo.
El arreglo.
He was like your Puff Daddy.
Yeah, so Yuri got involved.
I ain't Puff nothing though.
Cryptic got involved and he made sure that the thing happened. We got together in the band.
Yes.
Splu was there. He did the doble voz. Manny was there. He did the doble voz. And
fun fact about that song. If you listen to the end of the song, you hear somebody go, Nuevayol, este mambo.
That's Splu. We decided to leave that in.
That's an egg. That is.
That's Splu.
Splu.
So if you hear the song, no speak English.
Yo quiero cuarto si tú te haces rico. Mi bota ahí.
No, esa canción, it has 100,000 plays right now on YouTube alone. On Spotify, it has like 500,000. On Apple, it has like 600,000.
Nice.
So la canción ha corrido.
And around the world, in 24 hours, the video went viral.
Yeah, so it went to Europe. Like people in Europe started sending me videos and uploading it of them dancing and singing to the song.
It's a good song.
So after the studio session, I took it back to Danny Gringo so he could fix the instruments and everything, and we released the song, and it was a hit. Like, you know.
And you know what's fucked up? I look nothing like I do in that video. Like, if y'all see that video, it's like...
Yes, because this is all about you.
No, it's not all about me.
I don't look like Rafi.
Oh, Oye, yo le iba a dar
Él
una
no tenía
bola.
flu shots.
That's crazy.
Anyway, the reason behind that question is not only when it comes to merengue, you've delved into other genres.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about that
So-
and who you've collaborated with.
Yeah, so since I saw the success of No Speaking English, I'm like, yo, this is dope, but what if I do a trap song? And I met up and I met with Picante Gang. Like, they came into my life, we got acquainted, and now they've become family.
Dope.
Picante Gang is a record label from New York. So we actually just built a studio, a music studio. Shout out to them and shout out to us. And now, like, I got into the studio and they put a beat on and I started rapping in Spanish. I was like, oh shit, this is sounding like something. So me, Jula, my brother Jula, and his brother, which is the owner of the record label, we all jumped on that beat and we made a song and released it, Cara de Mala. And that song también, like, explotó.
Flew.
So I don't, like, again, people see me as a comedian, so I don't want to say yo soy un artista ahora. Like, I'm not an artista.
You're versatile. Yes, you are. You are an artist, though.
Nah, I express myself
cabellos son de
creatively through
artista.
different avenues. I
Listen,
think.
that blonde patch in your hair
Esos
tells us you're an artist.
cabellos
Y
son
este
de
no es mi-
Esos cabellos son de artista.
Este no es mi look de artista. Yo me pongo una trenza, mira, el final.
Do you feel que el mechón te ha dado suerte, loco?
I
Yo,
don't
that
know.
shit is hot.
I don't know. I don't feel like yo no me la puedo quitar ahora porque
No, you
por ahí
can't.
es que me identifican. Like, when people see me in the street, they'll pull out their phone. And then when they see the blonde spot, they're like, yeah, that's
That's
it.
him.
That's it. But then they come up to me and be like, yo, is this you? I'm like, no, sir, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my
and
God,
they walk
you
away.
Yo, first of all,
They walk away, they're like, nah, that's not him. That nigga speak English.
Strategy.
in that video, Cara de Mala, you had a full head of hair with trenzas. How long did it take you to get that shit done? And like,
It took 8 hours to get my hair braided.
and how was that experience?
This is fine. You know, el artista tiene que pasar por trabajo y vaina. So,
Dímelo a mí.
it was...
Dímelo a mí.
It was regular. It was
El que,
regular.
Manny es un
quiere,
artista.
el que quiere un moño bonito
Aguanta
aguanta jalones.
jalones.
Claro, claro.
So besides that, tell us about Checklist to Play, and is that gonna come back? Because I missed it and I want to see
Yeah,
it
me
live.
too.
Damn, yo, that was a dope project I was in. So,
You should do a virtual version of it now with the COVID.
so virtual, no. We're actually gonna be on HBO.
Okay.
So HBO,
Stop.
That shit is hot.
So we're actually in the process right now of filming so we're gonna turn it into a TV series.
Nice.
It's gonna be like a Tyler Perry style
Okay.
show.
Wow.
Okay.
So we're filming. We already finished the pilot. Now we're moving on to episode 1 of it. HBO bought it, so we're gonna be on HBO now with
Very
Checklist to Play.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
That was a dope experience being in a play. That was the first time I was ever in the theater, like doing
On stage.
fucking theater. Like, who
I'm
would've
really,
thought?
really mad I missed that
Like
shit.
Yeah,
that shit it was sold out, by the way.
Yeah.
That was the first
That's why I
time
couldn't get
because
in. It was
usually
sold out.
like the cast when they was doing the prior plays, they would cast black people and white people to play the Spanish parts of the play. This was the first year they did it with actual Spanish people.
Right. Hey.
So and it showed in the crowd, right? Like we were able to pull Dominicans, Mexicans, Venezuelans. Like we pulled all the Latino America entero, you know? I think the play this year outsold like the American crowd, the Spanish people.
It was sold out like this.
Amen.
It sold out.
Amen.
It sold out
Because I
instantly.
did keep following, and every time I went, because I remember.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
sold
shout out to Tommy and Brenda. They
Yeah,
were
shout
part
out
of
to
it too.
T5K.
They were part of it too, and that
Yeah.
was a dope experience. So. And it's been picked up, so hopefully, you know.
Because that's what we need to do is support each other. As
Yeah,
Latinos.
thank you. I appreciate
We need
all
to
the
watch
support
the
I've
show so
Yes.
it stays
Definitely.
on
So-
and we represent.
Now, my next question to you is: now that you have this contract with HBO, would you guys be able to, when the world opens up again after all this COVID stuff, will you guys be able to do it back on the stage? Or
So we're actually, we've booked a few venues already across the country, like theaters. So we're gonna take it on the road. So
Nice.
we already have like the logistics. We have RVs. We have like the planes and everything figured out.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take the play on the road now.
Nice. Gender Blend is gonna be there, by the way. We're going as a
Yeah,
unit.
yeah,
We're definitely gonna check that out.
Claro.
Where do we gotta go? We go there.
Go everywhere. We're gonna be from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. We're gonna tour the play.
Speaking of endeavors,
shout out to Checklist the play. Shout out
Shout
to
out-
Wally, the
yes.
producer, the director. Shout out to Priest, that wrote the play and everything. Shout out to them.
Yes.
Thank you for the opportunity.
That shit is hot.
and last but not least to mention, you have your very own podcast, which is named after your very popular song, No Speaking English.
Yeah.
So you and I worked before on podcasts.
Espérate. I have another project that
Dale.
I'm starting to film tomorrow, actually.
Okay.
That's gonna be on Netflix.
What's that called?
So I can't.
Okay, you can't.
I signed
oh.
the NDA, but just
Okay.
know that tomorrow I'm gonna start filming. Tomorrow, like the whole week, I'm gonna be filming starting
Lit.
tomorrow, and that's gonna be on Netflix. So watch out for that too. So
I want
that was a
to
good-
congratulate you, man.
That was a good
because-
opportunity. That was dope. I'm gonna be playing. I can tell you what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play the Dominican Uber driver. And I don't think I can even say it.
Just
yeah,
even that,
fuck
even
it, whatever.
it.
Yeah. So it's a
Don't
dope
say anymore.
comedy.
Don't get yourself in
it's
trouble.
It's gonna take place in New York, and it's around whatever.
It's good. It's good.
You gotta watch it.
You'll see
But
it.
congratulations
You'll
on
see
that
it.
project.
Thank you.
And like I said, man, like I said, I've seen you from
right.
when you had 100 followers on Instagram. You walked into the
it's
studio.
been a journey, man, and I wouldn't take it any other way because it
Yeah.
has introduced me to things that I otherwise wouldn't have been exposed to.
It'll always be my
opportunities.
favorite story because you're DJ on your podcast, DJ Daddy and I had a show, and I've always say the story. It's like we met Nuevayol when he has like 100 followers,
Yeah.
and now look at you because it's your humility. I always say
I came into your show by accident.
you
by
came
the
into
way.
your show by
Yeah,
accident. DJ Daddy thought you were actually the guest,
Yeah.
and you weren't the guest. We had a salsero coming in. And he's like, oh, the salsero's here. And I'm like, no, Daddy, that's we don't
not
know.
him.
That was
I'm
a
like,
funny
yo, Daddy,
story.
I don't know who the fuck that is, to
We
be
don't know
honest.
who he is.
Because I didn't know who that was. But then we hit it off. We became friends. And look at you now,
Brothers,
man. Very,
yeah,
very
we became brothers.
crazy.
Thank you, Yuri, for all the support you've given me.
No,
throughout
for
the
sure,
years,
from
man.
day one. But now tell us about your podcast, which is also filmed here in La Maximo Productions.
Right. So the podcast idea, I've had it for years now.
Right.
But you know, like people, like you always put those blocks. You block yourself. Like,
Right.
Damn, I'm not ready. I don't have the right concept yet. I don't have the right people. I don't have the right equipment. Damn, I don't have a microphone. So I was like, yo, this year, I was like, yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna start it. Like, I'm just gonna start a podcast. So first, I was looking into like spots where I could build myself. That's the first thing I did. I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I don't want to do it in my house because it's not gonna be the right mentality. Like, you gotta put yourself in that environment.
Yeah.
So I was like, yo, like I can't do it. So that was another block. So then finally I remembered that this studio was just built. So I hit up Smurf.
Yeah.
Right? He runs LMP, whatever this is. He runs.
Shout out to Smurf.
He's
Smurf.
one of the heads here. So I hit him up. I'm like, yo, I have this idea of a podcast. Do you mind if I use your studio? He's like, yeah, bet. Come through. Cobrando, of course. Because
It's not free. Nothing
you
free,
don't play
nothing free,
with
but
Smurf's
yeah.
money. So I was like, you know what? If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So I just did it. I recruited some of my closest friends. Jula's on there. We've become family. Views is on there. She's another social media person.
Yes.
DJ Daddy's on there, and myself. And the idea just came like I don't want to have like an interview style show. Like,
Right.
I don't want. So my idea is more of having conversations.
Right.
Like just we don't have scripts. We don't have anything. We just turn on the mics and we'll
go
start
with it.
talking to each other and the conversation just goes from there. Like our podcast, last episode we actually had a stripper doing splits on the table.
Nice.
This table?
Yeah, this table. I'll show you.
Good.
the video.
I disinfected before we got
Okay,
here. We're
thank
good.
you.
Yeah,
Not
so-
to say anything against strippers, but I always wipe down the tables.
so that like it's been dope thus far, and I'm actually now I found the spot of my own, and I'm building it out, and it's gonna be my own little private podcast studio.
Nice.
So sorry, Smurf, you're not gonna have me for much longer.
Just
I'm
you?
just waiting for the contractors to finish building it out the way I want. And that's the podcast story. We're 8 episodes in. You can find us all over the place: Spotify, Pandora, Apple, like we're all over.
Yes,
you
and
know?
we're gonna do a crossover episode one day. We
Yeah,
can
yeah, we
figure
spoke
how
about
to do
it.
it. Yeah,
Your
that's
15
coming,
people.
That's coming on the our 15.
Pero el algoritmo tuyo que no acaba.
Splu, apágate el
Cállate,
micrófono.
Splu, que estamos haciendo una cosa aquí.
We're gonna find out how to get your 15 people and my 4 people together.
Sí.
We'll work it out. We'll work it out. So, Mr. Nuevayol, thank you so much.
Nah, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for doing this.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Yeah, stay tuned. Just stay tuned. I have a lot of shit, and shout out to all my sponsors. Like I've met a lot of dope people and a lot of dope companies along the way, and shout out to all of you guys for supporting me. And like the skits on Instagram, they're coming back.
Right.
So I'm gonna start. On the West Coast, they're open to a certain capacity. So next month, I'm gonna start a tour in Wisconsin, and then I'm going to Missouri. Then I'm going to
Kansas.
Yeah. What was
Kansas
the states
for
I
like
said?
3 months.
So I am booked. Like so, during the quarantine, I try to find a way to go into markets where Spanish people and Latinos weren't previously in.
Okay.
So those states, you know, Wisconsin and Alabama and Missouri and Washington on the West Coast and Illinois and all those like weird states, I'm starting a comedy tour over there next month. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for those dates.
My niece is in Alabama.
My first date is gonna be my first stand-up comedy tour is gonna be in Milwaukee. It's gonna be in Milwaukee. And then from there, I'm gonna move it. It's gonna be October 18 in Milwaukee. I'm gonna be over there. So stay tuned for the dates for the tour.
Wow, Milwaukee.
Because I'm gonna work
Awesome.
from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast.
There's Dominicans in Milwaukee?
Yeah.
That's
We
what I'm
everywhere,
saying.
but I
They're-
got fucking virus.
So those are the states and the markets that people usually ignore because they feel like, damn, esos son unos gringos, like them hillbilly niggas, like
Yeah.
they, you know. So those are the markets that I've tried to get in, and I'm getting in. So we open up because right now Spanish people, Cali, New York, Boston. You know, the Florida. So I'm like, no, I want to hit the other states. Like, let's open up the market a little bit. So now that I'm opening that up, I'm bringing. So for every tour date on the West Coast, I'm booking a different comedian. So the first show is gonna be in what state did I say?
Milwaukee.
It's gonna be Milwaukee, and I'm bringing Chris Grant with me to that.
Nice.
So
Shout
I
out
booked,
to Chris Grant.
Yeah, shout out Chris Grant. I'm bringing Chris Grant with me, and then from there, I'm going to Arkansas, and I'm gonna bring D. Espinal with me.
Nice.
From there, I'm gonna go to Iowa, and I'm bringing Tommy 5000. So for every date, I'm gonna bring, you know, like one of the New York comedians with me.
That's really awesome.
That's dope.
But
Yes.
I have a question.
El amor de mi vida. Mira ahí.
Ay. So I have a question. Why do you feel like you need to do that and go to, as you called it, weird places that you wouldn't normally go? Why are you being called to do that?
Because New York City shut down?
No. Yeah, but no. Like,
No.
I've always like starting from young. People say be above the influence, be under the, like I am the influence, I feel.
Yes.
So,
Yes, you are.
Yo soy cabeza dura, and I've never wanted it the easy way. Like, in business, yes, right? If the path has been made for you to make $1 million, why are you going to shovel your way in a different path to make it harder for you? No, follow the same path and you'll get the $1 million, right? But my philosophy is different. Like, I want to blaze new trails, basically.
Yes.
So if I can open it up and open up different markets and leave something behind, then that's what I'm going to do. If it fails, but I don't think it is, because están pagando una moña esa gente.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it
That's
comes
the
to
good
pay.
money right
So
there.
if you stay in New York, they'll be like, yo, I charge 1,000. They're like,
They
nah, I
be
got 800
underpaying.
for you. I got 600 for you. Those places, like, eso gringo, like,
They
I give
want you.
2,000, fine. 6,000, fine. 5,000, fine. Like, they're So I've been able to get in because I guess from their perspective, they're like, damn, we've never had this type of talent here. So let's see what they have to offer, basically. Yeah. And we've been scared to, so that's why we haven't even tried. So, but I want to be that pioneer. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does.
Does anybody else have questions for me?
Yes, I do.
We're here all night, baby.
Yeah, I'm sure we are.
Estamos aquí la noche entera.
As long as you take me home, I'm good.
Ey, bájate de ahí. ¿Qué fue?
To my house.
Oh my God, con hielo.
To my house. He has a car. Stop it.
Hey, to your house.
The guy just hit on you flat out.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck.
Nah.
Quick question.
Nah.
In these shows, in these shows that you're gonna be doing in Milwaukee, Arkansas, are you gonna be implementing the musical version of Mr. Nuevayol?
I want to keep that separate. When I go, I'm just doing stand up and do that stuff. Music, I'm just letting that run on its own. I'll throw a song here or there, but that's on its own path. Wherever it goes, it goes. Like, but I'm focusing on comedy. I'm focusing on television. I'm focusing on plays. I'm focusing on the acting side of everything.
Yeah. We got one last question from Delaney, and we're gonna let Mr. Nuevayol go. What you got, Delaney?
Babe, pregúntame. Ella está encojonada conmigo. Tiene 7 meses encojonada conmigo.
¿Qué tú hiciste? Yo lo perdoné.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ella fue a la iglesia y rezó y te perdonó. Go with your question.
So, Mr. Nuevayol obviously is a CEO. And
actually, I just LLC'd the name Nuevayol. So yeah, it's a company.
And I met you about a year ago, and I see a very big shift in the way that you're speaking and the way that you're thinking.
Yeah.
So I want to know where that shift came from, and ultimately, like, success comes from having a strong why. What is your why? What impact do you want to make in your community and as the brand Mr. Nuevayol? And where do you want that to go?
My community son unos ladrones, so you go. No, so when I started this whole social media endeavor, if you want to call it that, like, you know, putting videos up and hoping somebody would watch it, I was given an opportunity by T5K and by Ivan Manito and by Miss Bigby, Brenda. And when I started doing videos, they saw something in me. They're like, yo, like, you have something, you just got to figure out what it is. And I think I'm on the path of, like, I think I figured it out. Not 100%, because you're learning every single day. But now I have a clearer vision of where I want to take my brand and what I want to leave behind. Because a lot of influencers, they come, make 2 viral videos, and you never see them again.
Right.
I want to what if they erase social media tomorrow, right?
Right.
What do I have to hold on to? Like, why do I have all these eyes on me? So I just want to take advantage of those eyes and put them somewhere else where, in the long run, the name Nuevayol is going to keep ringing, if that makes sense. So I just want to plant seeds wherever I can plant seeds and see what grows from that.
Amen to that.
Yeah. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to you,
Mr. Again.
Shout out to Splu. Like, I miss seeing Splu
on
stage.
Olvídate ese tipo.
Nah, I miss seeing Splu on stage.
Real.
Splu is a dope comic.
Definitely.
I met Splu in the comic scene doing stand-up comedy. And from the moment I saw Splu, I'm like, yo, this guy
is funny.
He's fucking dope. Funny.
No. And funny looking.
And let me tell you how I met Splu. Actually, we were at the beginning, we were competing in that comedy contest.
Brown Sugar?
Yeah. So literally, I got there early because me. I'm always getting there early as fuck. And then Splu walks into the door. I didn't know who he was, but he approached me and be like, yo, tú estás aquí, yo, está hablando de ti. ¿Acaso, coño?
Es que you're about to make me cry. Tuve que beber agua.
No, literally.
Got a little bit attention deficit.
No, literally, Splu came up to me. Oh, what's up? You chilling? What you here for? I'm like, yo, I'm here for the comedy show. I was like, oh, me too. It's like, oh, we're gonna be competing against each other. I don't know how else the conversation went, but since that day, he and I became friends, and it grew into like a relationship.
I'm gonna tell you, do they know about the time that Splu got pulled over and he showed his passport?
We tired of saying that story on the show.
Yeah.
We tired of saying that story on the show.
I think after that's when you guys became close.
That's what really became. Yeah, but people are tired of hearing that story. We'll tell you guys that story off the air, but
my man's got pulled
over. Yeah, man, no.
And
then again, I'm always we fuck around with Splu and we joke around with Splu, but again, I thank Splu for actually I wanted a comedy aspect on this show. Yeah. And me being the producer of the show, I know I couldn't multitask with that, but what better way to have a producer, because he is a producer.
Nice.
And a comedian on the show, because honestly, he brings that comedy aspect and people love him. people
No,
of
I've told you.
a lot of people.
Like,
he's one of the.
Pero Blue is good.
He's one of the main.
show,
He's one of the main attractions on the show. I'm not even gonna lie about
where
that.
I was
no
impressed,
cojada, because this is the only time you're
where
gonna
I
hear
was
that
impressed.
shit.
Where I was impressed was the Tali interview you guys had here.
Yes.
Like I sat in my house and fuck Tali, fuck you. I'm sorry.
No,
like,
for sure.
You was trash.
Oh.
But I'm being honest.
I love
But
that.
Splu kept that segment, like it gave it a different light. Like he was the entertainment. Like it could have been anybody sitting here and
This is the energy. This is the energy about the show because we all have our strong suits. And again, that genre of music, and I've told him, is not my strong suit.
yeah, not just the genre, the way he interacted, the
exactly.
way his manner.
So
I like from the moment I met Splu, I had big aspirations. I don't know what happened to him, que está desconectado. But I hope to see Splu again, like get into stand-up comedy at least. I don't know about social media, but I do want to see, and hopefully we'll work together on the same stage one day again.
No,
you know?
it'll
Yo, thank you, bro.
I got you,
No,
bro.
for sure.
I got you.
But Splu, we still fucking hate you. So get back to
What is
producing.
he doing now? What
Mira,
is he
tú ves. No se le puede.
Oh,
See what
yeah,
you did?
man, yeah. Nah, always, bro.
Big teddy bear, man.
Y ahora, ¿quién va a controlar el show?
For sure. Yeah.
Y a Karina, no.
No,
Oye,
but
hoy no te están haciendo.
I'm
Oye, después de que tanto hombre, oye.
I was trash. So he's like, yeah, I don't want to get a connection.
Pero es verdad, diablo. Oye, hoy está para los hombres.
Que conste que él lo dijo y quedó grabado.
Está grabado.
Tenga cuidado que anda borracho.
Nah, yeah.
Well, anyway, Mr. Nuevayol, again.
During my run, I've met a lot of people that think they want it, and they'll present themselves as if they want it. I don't know if it's just for clout, as they say, or to get something off of you. But you're able to tell like the genuine people, the people that have it. And I met a few. Splu's one of them. The first time I saw Chicho on stage, I was like, yo, this is a guy. Like he's gonna go far. I don't know what happened to them.
Seguimos para adelante, sigue dando.
But in particular, Splu. I want to see Splu back on stage because I think he can go far.
He will go far. He
Yeah. That's what I wanted to get off my
the cops
chest.
and the drama
man.
behind.
I wish I hope that served as an encouragement for Splu, please.
I definitely
think
did, man. Thank you.
just saying that just shows you humility. And
He's very humble. I told you, he's
Cha-cha.
humble.
Thank you.
Because the thing is, that's what you need in people like you and that are influencing our community, which is why I asked you the question I did.
And,
Of course.
And that's what I think. And like I said, I think Nuevayol has never seen himself in competition with anybody. And I could attest to that. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't see competition. Like
Nuevayol has always, because again, you could have 100 Nuevayols, but one of them is going to stand out. Each person is going to stand out. And Tommy gave me that advice. I showed Tommy 5000
Yeah, that's
which we
my
call
brother.
we call him the godfather
Yeah.
of New York City comedy. I showed him a skit. And he says, you know what? This skit has been done so many times before, but that last punchline that you put in that skit made it yours. And that's what you got to stick to. He says, comedy is subjective. There's not going to be an original joke because comedy has been around, but you got to make it yours. It's just like a song. Make it yours. If you're going to cover somebody's song, switch it up and make it yours, and people are going to remember it. And shout out to Inez. Inez, right? Inez, you did
sí, ella es música.
Wait a minute.
Oh my God, her
Wait.
song was on the radio.
Let me tell you. And about making it yours. You did a Karol G cover, right? I did. She did a Karol G cover of a song, and 2 days ago, it was played on X96.3.
Nice.
Her cover.
DJ Lobo's on that.
Yeah.
DJ Lobo's on that station, right?
Yeah. So with that being said, it comes true to that teaching that Tommy told me was that, yo, as long as you make it yours, you're not copying anybody.
Yeah.
So,
No, Tommy has given me also a lot of like words of wisdom. So.
Fantastic. Tommy 5000, we love you. You're the godfather of Dominican New York City comedy. Thank you for the platform you're giving every comedian around you, because that's another one who's humble. That's another one who would rather see you eat before he eats, and I'm not even saying that.
It don't look like it, but he will.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But anyway,
was that a fat joke?
That was a fat joke.
That
was a fat joke.
My brother, though, I can do that. We comedians.
That's funny. That's funny.
But ladies and gentlemen, once again, big round of applause to Mr. Nuevayol.
Thank you.
Guys, real quick.
Yes.
November 5th is our anniversary.
Nice.
Right? So we are actually going to throw a private party because of COVID.
It's a private dinner.
It's a private dinner. But because of COVID, we have to keep it limited. So we are going to throw a private party for the cast. But one lucky viewer is actually going to sit with us, have dinner with us, chill with us, and they're not going to pay for anything. We're going to pay for that person to come chill with us.
Tú vas a pagar porque yo no tengo cuarto para estar pagando.
Pues tú no vas.
Ay, es Blue, por Dios.
Pues yo no voy entonces.
She's getting royalty.
Inez already played on the radio, so she's coming.
She's paid. She's coming.
We're gonna go to the Harlem Wine Room.
She got money.
And everybody knows that I love the fries at the Harlem Wine Room. So Karina knows. I mean, from our date, right, Karina?
Anyway, Sploo's gonna take us out, and when we come back, we're gonna have Sploo's news. We're gonna wrap up the show because it's been a very long fucking night. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Sploo, take us out. Sploo's news to end the show. We'll be right back. Inés está ready para irse. Inés, siéntate para atrás. Oh, should we take you home in a second?
Si tú hablas con ella, si tú hablas con ella, trátala de usted. Si tú hablas con ella, trátala de usted.
Pero Sploo, esa mujer estaba hablando.
Vamos a hablar inglés, hay que decirle
Cariño, y tú lo sabes.
Vamos a hablar inglés, vamos a hablar inglés, vamos a hablar inglés, vamos a hablar inglés, vamos a hablar inglés.
Hey, I got 10 minutes. That's the whole stand-up. Alright, now I'm gonna tell y'all a story about Nuevayol. Nuevayol changed my whole relationship with my father.
Is that a joke?
Wow.
I don't even know your dad.
So, no, pero es verdad, me van a llevar el productor. No, yo me siento en la mesa y me lo van a llevar. El pobre que cabe por donde quiera.
Ahí van 2 minutos de cemento.
No,
ya.
pero es verdad.
¡Ey! Llegó Tommy.
Bájame el micrófono un chito.
Why?
Porque se oye. Vaina el productor.
Baboso, como que tú sabes. Cualquiera que lo oye lo cree.
Señores, ustedes saben, this was one of my first stand-ups that I wrote. Right? And it was with this guy, involving this guy. So,
Nice.
Which was semi-true story. So, I'm going to take this time y yo quiero decirle a todos los padres que están viendo esto, no sean apoyadores lambones. Por ejemplo, como mi papá. ¿Qué pasa? Cuando yo comencé comedy, right, my sister told my father, like, listen, we got to go support Sploo. Let's go to a show. My father was like, y yo estoy vivo para estar viendo payaso. Yo quiero ir a ver esa vergüenza de que le estén riendo del hijo mío. So, I finally put a picture up on Instagram with Nuevayol, right? Nuevayol saw me on a stand-up, like, show me. Yo, my pops calls me the next day. Mira, hey, ahí te vi en Instagram con el dominicanito que ordena fritura en Madonna. Pues tú estás famoso, mijo, tú estás bien, ¿eh? Coño, no, para que me invite para el show. Yo voy. Si el papi ese está ahí, yo voy.
That's funny.
Qué lambón el viejito.
That's funny.
Yo, my nigga. But ever since then, bro. But I always felt like my pops was a different individual, man. My pops is different, bro. I told y'all the story about my pops changed the whole voice on the Motorola Bluetooth.
Yo, that's my favorite
Yo,
joke,
he
bro.
broke that shit, my nigga.
No,
that's
we
my
didn't tell us
favorite.
that story.
Yeah. Oye,
That's my favorite fucking story.
Mi papá se compró un Bluetooth, right? A Bluetooth box. Y el tigre la puso en el carro.
Ahora, antes, cuando los carros venían sin Bluetooth.
¿Tú te acuerdas de eso, Tommy?
It was the thing.
Que salió la cajita que uno la ponía ahí en el dashboard.
That's funny.
Y sonaba el teléfono. My father was like, oye, ahora suena el teléfono y uno no tiene ni que sacar el teléfono del bolsillo. El teléfono se queda ahí y uno coge la fundita. ¡Bah! So my pops get a full audience, right? His wife is right next to him, right? He got me in the back, my uncles, my aunts, everybody. Suena el teléfono, my pops get hype. ¡Ah! Cállense todo el mundo. Silencio. Esta es la llamada que estaban esperando. Chequen cómo yo cojo el teléfono. Chequeate, mami, chequeate esto. Picks up. Boop. Aló. Through that little box, all you hear is, hola, mi amor. My nigga, my pops is like, hey! Julio, deja el maldito relajo, Julio. Mami, ese es Julio que se pone a joder hasta ahora. Julio, cambia la voz, por favor, que ando con la mujer mía y los hijos de por Dios. My pops never spoke English a day in his life, man. That day, my father was like, Julio, porfa, please. Jesus. Julio, coño. Yo, one of the most, like, just with that story, you know who my dad is.
Esos son los cables que se cruzan.
See, yo, the excuses he was giving his wife that day, bro. His wife was like, ¿y quién era esa? Espérate. Oíste, tú no sabes esos problemas tecnológicos. Eso fue el cable negativo y el positivo que se cruzó y le cambió la voz a Julio. Pero ese era Julio en el teléfono. So his wife, ya mi papá ha arrancado la cajita, la botó por la ventana, toda la vaina. Finally gets the cell phone. No, he got the cell phone in his pocket. His wife is like, mira, préstame el teléfono. My pops was like, pero claro. Coño, mujer del diablo. Ahora se me cayó el maldito teléfono por la ventana. Tú estás viendo como que tú me tienes de los nervios. Yo no puedo ni sacar un teléfono de la ventana ahora. Esto es lo último. That's how my pops got out of that one right there. That's my pops.
He threw the phone out.
Él había botado el carro entero ese día para que no lo agarren el pobre.
And then we wonder why Splu is...
No. Nah, yo.
Mira, Tomás está acabando con el estudio con lo que queda.
No, Tommy tiene un maldito humo arriba.
Tommy Tomani.
No, el humo que tú tienes también, pero yo no sabía.
Cállate, mi amor.
¿Cómo fue?
¿What? Pero yo no sabía que tú estabas ahí. ¿Y cuándo entró Manny?
Ya, cállense.
Nuevayol me dio permiso.
Cállense.
Dale, Manny, dale.
Hey, yo.
Te amo.
I love you, baby.
A what?
For what?
Oh, that's for a picture, love. You paying attention. You go ahead, best friend. Cryptic's best friend. Oh, man. Hey, yo, Tommy. Start taking us out, brother. You know how to take us out?
No, él no sabe ese botón. Párate porque tú sabes que él no va a hacer esa vaina.
Tú querías ser productor.
Por Dios.
Qué desastre. Oye, ahora.
Dude, get up.
Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Splu signing out. SPLOU.
Follow him wherever you can find him. And if you follow him on the sidewalk, please take videos so I can fucking laugh.
I'm gonna have you guys close out the show.
Hey.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is an interesting show. So we closing out with our guest, and he's gonna close out the show. Nuevayol, thank you for coming through, my brother.
No. Thank you, my friend.
We appreciate you.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
We will forever, show you support.
Every day.
Every day, every time.
Oh my God. I love it, baby. Oh my God.
We miss you. Thank you for coming through. And listen, personally for me, thank you for your words, man.
I love you, baby.
Definitely were inspiring.
Every day.
You'll see me out there in a few weeks.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Tú no me dijiste nada, pero yo me voy a
Hide your children, hide your wife.
Oh my goodness.
Problem.
This
is Gender Blender, and we are signing out, ladies and gentlemen.
Have a good afternoon.
Bye. See you
Oh my
next
God.
week
Oh my
if
God.
y'all living.
Yeah.